Welcome back to another episode of Let Us Be Sustainable. I am Frank, your host. Today's episode, you can tell that spring has finally arrived to Staten Island. The bees are out, the flowers are blooming. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Today I will be up potting the seedlings that I purchased from Melissa of Fox Point Family Farm. So we'll get those up potted. I'm also going to show you the update of the ones I started in February and talk about a little bit about the hybridizing and your seed parents. It's important information. I'm going to upload the podcast at the end of the video. So let's get to it and let's get to the video. All right, enjoy. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions at the end of the videos, let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. Thanks for watching. So here we are at week 3 with the Dahlia seedlings I purchased from Fox Point Flower Farm, and they're doing well. I did have a few hiccups with them. Let me see if I can zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me see. In the front row, let's zoom out again. Here we go. This one right here, I think the light burned the leaves off of it. It also burned the leaves on this. I'm not sure if I was over watering them too much and the water was staying on the leaves and the LEDs were just a little bit too hot. So they got burned. The weakling, it's still holding on. It's growing. It's not as big as the rest of them. This one is outstanding. It's doing well. I'm going to zoom down here. This one here is the one with the burgundy leaves. Doing well. So today I am going to pot them up into 2-inch pots. I'm going to get that done. Not going to have you watch me do that. I'm going to pot them all up and then we can move forward from there. We'll see how well they do once they're in those pots. Maybe the 2-inch soil blockers, they've outgrown it, I believe. And I see that it's decomposing enough because I'm getting mushrooms on it. I think that's a good thing. But they're doing well. This is week 3, and I'm off to a good start. I'm going to start more seeds. I'm going to get... I ordered seeds from a grower that crossed some dahlias with a dahlia called Cherish, which is a yellow dahlia with a lavender center. So I ordered her seeds to see if I can get that neon yellow into my growing line, because I want to mix that up with some other dahlias that I have currently growing in my collection to see what colors I can produce. Because the whole idea of growing from seed is to create a new color variety that haven't been seen yet for the flower market, not for the show market, because for the ones for the show, for competition, they usually want those ball dahlias and not conforming to those ones with variegated leaves or the spots on the leaves or anything that's informal. I mean, they do compete now, but they don't get the high marks like the ball dahlias do. So I'm not here to create a show quality dahlia. I'm more on the lines of growing for color, for stem strength, and for the flower market. So if I can create something for that flower farmer, that bouquet maker, that market grower. Hey, that's the goal. I have a color in mind that I want to create. I'm going to play around with the colors. And then between me and you guys who are following, we can evaluate them together. And you tell me what I should keep and what should I just let go. I mean, not that I'm going to destroy them. I may sell them off so that anyone that's interested and that's watching wants to grow them on to do something else with them. By all means, you can contact me and say, hey, what are you doing with that, 0031 Dahlia that you just grew? I like it. You know what? I'll ship you a tuber. I'll sell it off. Not a problem. Because I can't keep them all. I just can't do it. And if you're like me, a Dahlia geek, and you are interested in genetics and crossing and anything like that, then you know what? I may have something for you that, you can play around with. That's the whole idea. To help each other grow and enjoy the hobby and make something out of this. So continue watching, and I'll be back. Just give me a few. For you, it'll be 2 seconds. For me, it'll probably take a while. So I'll be back. Okay, we're back. And this is where they will be now that they've been potted up. And I'm going to number them 1 to 32, 34, I think I have. There are 29 seedlings from the Fox Point farm. And there are a few of mine that I started, which I'm also going to include in the numbering system. Because even though the other ones are mine, these are the ones that I purchased from Melissa. And I've potted them up. And this is the rest of them. But I wanted to show you the difference in the root systems. This is that little one that's struggling. The roots are there. You can see them. There you go. And here is what's typically the rest of them look like. Look at the root system on that. And that's, a decent size. And then the big one, you think would have an enormous root system. It does, but it's just on the block. And I don't know if that's trying to form a tuber already, but it looks like it will be. So I'm going to pot those 3 up when I'm done with the video. But I just wanted to show you what they look like, all potted up. And I also want to show you how the ones I started in February are doing, which I'm going to add to the numbering system, so we can start evaluating them as they grow. They're doing okay. The roots are starting to come through the bottom already. I don't know if you can see the root on this one. It's poking through there. See, there it is. And they're coming along. That's the eucalyptus I got to pot up. And so this is what they're going to be. And like I said earlier, I will grow these out. And the ones that I think fit my criteria as far as strong stem, the color that I want to be working with, and the shape, I will keep. Those that I don't think will fall into the category that I need, I will gladly sell them off if anyone's interested, because I can't overwinter them all. There's no way. There's no way that I can keep all these seedling dahlias. There's not enough space. There's not enough room. But a lot of time went into this. And if anyone's interested in continuing the seedling on, and it's something that they like, especially if I'm going to get rid of it and I can't work with it, I will gladly sell it off. I will sell the tuber off. And you guys can continue it if you like. And I've been doing a lot of research as far as hybridizing goes and looking for seed parents, or at least dahlias that are good seed parents. And I was listening to podcast with Dr. Keith Hammett. He's a Dahlia breeder back in New Zealand. And he said something interesting, with something that I didn't consider when I purchased my Dahlia tubers from all of these Dahlia breeders and small farmers that breed Dahlias. I'm not going to mention any names, but when you order a Dahlia from a specialty farmer, we have no idea how old their stock is. And according to Dr. Hammett, these tubers, their genetics start to degrade. And when they do that, you start getting tubers with open centers, even if they're ball dahlias, or their petals on the flowers start to change and degrade. So you got to be careful who you order your stock from. That was something I was aware about. And it's another reason why I want to start from seed, to start growing my own. Because I don't know how old the genetic stock of, let's say, Cornell bronze. I don't know how old that tuber is, as far as how many times that farmer has split that tuber into pieces. If that tuber is more than 5 years old, then what would happen is that genetic stock will start to break down. So that's something I needed to consider when I started buying tubers, and I didn't realize that that was an issue. But now that I know, I'm passing that on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can attach the podcast that I listened to this video, so you guys can also listen to the podcast and get some insight, because that's what I want to do with this YouTube channel, to allow people to understand how to move forward when you want to hybridize your dahlias. And that's a good place to start, getting good tubers as your seed parents, and to make sure that the tubers that you're getting are not breaking down. I mean, the tuber may be okay, but the genetics within that tuber may be old. And then what you produce isn't what you thought you were going to grow. Because I've seen pictures of Cornell bronze on some websites, and it totally looks different. It's not the same flower. And I think that is what he was talking about. So be careful who you order from. And I'm hoping that these flower tuber breeders also consider that, and as they sell their tubers along. But I will do that. I also will start more seeds, like I said earlier. I have a packet of seeds that I want to start from that Cherish flower Dahlia, which is that lemon yellow with the lavender center, because I got plans for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of it, but I'm hoping that it was a nice open pollinated mixture that will carry some yellow that I can use in a cross in my line. So for now, that is it. Comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. As you can see, they're doing okay. If you have any questions, let me know. They're doing okay so far. And I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.